Good afternoon. I'm back with another video. There's a lot of videos out there that have to do with the King James Version versus all of other versions, NIVs and so forth, and New King James Version. Now, I'm going to get to that in a second. But if you're in a church and everybody's using a different version, how are you on the same page as a church? If somebody in there is reading the NIV, and someone's reading the New King James, and somebody is reading the King James, and somebody is reading the ESV, and somebody's reading the Living Translation, how are you on the same page? So, if any pastor tells you, or any preacher, or any priest, or any bishop, or I'm thinking of any word that could be used here, tells you they're all the same, carefully say this. He is one, either a liar, misunderstood, has been blinded, doesn't care, is confused. And I say that because they are not all the same. And this whole, well, the gist of it, no, it's not the same. My problem has never been easier to understand. It's not, that's never been my issue of changing a thee or a thou. That has never been my issue or my problem with and reasoning for staying with the King James or not staying with the King James. I'm not saying one can't change a word and go, oh, that's what that means. Okay, that's the definition. That's a little easier to understand. That's not what has happened. What has happened is we have not only changed the word, we've omitted words. We've changed words. We've changed context of a verse. So there are words actually taken out. Not supposed to do that. The Bible says not to take out, not to take away from. So if you are following a Bible that has been tampered with, has taken out, it's not the change of the word. It is not the change of the word. It's not to change car to vehicle. We know what that means. It could be a truck or a car. Still not specific, but it's a general idea, right? Okay, good to go. But when you change a complete word to another word, it changes the verse. It changes the meaning. Okay? Let's use secular logic on this just for a second. Gay. 80 years ago, men happy. Gay now refers to homosexual. A word has been changed and a completely different meaning to it. So you couldn't use gay, could you? See what I'm saying? It changes meaning if you don't understand it. I'm blown away by it. And people, it makes it easier to understand. It changes the context of the Bible. When you change something to change the meaning of the original, you have tampered with the words of God. It's just that easy and simple. So when a pastor tells you that they're all the same, they're not. Now, experts will say, hey, I can show you where it's changed and so forth. And I'm not always one to rely on experts all the time, so I look for it. Much like the Bereans did. They didn't just take things at, well, I don't want to say they didn't take things at face value, but they searched. They didn't just say, yeah, you're right, I'm going with you on this one. No, search, look for it. And it bothers me. You cannot all be on 5 different Bibles in one church. It doesn't work. Even modern translations don't all match. So how are you going to do that? And that is the devil. That is the devil getting into the church, changing the Bible, getting all mixed up from where it was. What was wrong with the King James? And here's my problem too. When you create the New King James and all the modern translations, you know what you've done? You're also telling people they're too stupid to learn. So you want to bring the Bible down here. Why don't you bring them to the Bible? See what I'm saying? And that is the same thing with education, different system. They've dumbed everything down so you're less intelligent, not more intelligent. Okay? So that is a big issue. We're dumbing it down. We're changing it. And we can go as far as conspiracy if we just want to get that one world Bible eventually. On the back cover of, I think it was the Parallel Bible, it says to get you to a modern translation. That's what the devil wants. The devil wants you into a modern translation. Hello. And even if you made it into a modern translation, you would think maybe it'd be one modern translation. No, it's not. It's different modern translations. It's not all the same. So you're lying when you said you changed it to make it easier for people. You keep changing little words here and there. You are tampering with the Bible. Stay with the King James. I'm pleading with you. Stay with the King James. The meaning is there. And by the way, your job as a pastor, in my opinion, if people don't understand a word when you're preaching up there, you can actually explain the word to them. Not to them specifically, but in your sermon, when you read the word, you say, oh, it also means. But give the real meaning. Don't change it. The real definition of the word. Okay? That is something we have to do. And I'm bothered by the church's lackadaisy attitude sometimes. They're all the same. Do you think God was up there going, they're all the same? Yeah, no, I don't think so. We need to take the Bible seriously and stop changing little words. So it fits our understanding now. You're too stupid to understand. Enough with this garbage. The Bible's a serious thing. It's very serious. You don't put a house together and go, it said 120 volts. 160. Whatever. 140. Whatever. Close enough. Come on. You wouldn't do that in everything else in life that's important. All right, I got a little frustrated. Got a little heated there. But come on, man. Let's take the Bible seriously. It's not a joke. Your destination, going to heaven or hell, is not a joke. It's not a laughing matter. You want to throw your life away, that's on you. But I don't want anybody to throw their life away. I don't. And when I say I love everybody in this world, I do. I want to see everybody in heaven. They're not all going. But doesn't mean I don't stop. That doesn't mean I should stop spreading the word of the gospel from the King James Version. Sorry. I'm not doing modern translation because I will treat people like they have enough brains to understand it. I'm not going to bring it down a level. I'm going to give people credit that they deserve. I'm not going to talk down to people in a modern translation. I'm not going to say, you know what, you're too dumb to understand. Let me get an ESV. I want to break it down really simple for you. I want to get a sock puppet or a chalkboard. No, I'm going to respect people enough to read them the words of King James. I have respect enough for the people around me. And you should too as a born-again Christian. Don't get fooled by all this. Don't get fooled by the NIVs and the modern version. Really, there's enough evidence out there to tell you that it's nonsense. I appreciate you tuning into my rather heated video today. Have an awesome day, and God bless.